Joining me now in the studio is Tom Harvey, the chairman of the Massachusetts Alliance to Stop Taxpayer Funded Abortions. He's trying to collect 100,000 signatures to begin the process of amending the state constitution to remove the state funding of abortion as a constitutional right. Tom, it's so good to have you in the studio. How are you?
Great, thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here. It's great to have you in the living room. We just saw a clip of Kevin Sorbo, who is also encouraging others to sign the petition. How did he get involved?
Well, it was through a connection with Hosea Initiative. So that is a group of pro-life people led by Terry Beatley. I think she's in Virginia. And she had interviewed Dr. Bernard Nathanson shortly before his death. And he was like the mover and shaker behind the whole abortion movement in the United States, and basically attacking the Catholic Church for its pro-life views. So before his death, he had an amazing conversion to Catholicism and regretted all his activities. So through the Hosea Initiative, they're spreading the word about that, and they had a connection with Kevin Sorbo. So
that's incredible. Well, what a story in itself. That's like
amazing
to bring that to us here.
So Terry's Hosea Initiative and Terry Beatley, they're trying to spread the word about that story.
Amazing, amazing. And here in Massachusetts, how much does the state spend on abortions each year?
I believe the last stat was 2024, and it was over $6 million.
$6 million taxpayer dollars on abortion. Wow, I mean, is this only Massachusetts, or I guess other states also have this?
I don't know what's going on in other states. I mean, some have outlawed abortion, and I think there's some states that, well, in Massachusetts it's the most extreme, I think, because not only is it a right, but it's a constitutional right as interpreted by the Supreme Judicial Court back in a case in 1981. So what we're trying to do with this Mass Alliance to Stop Taxpayer Funded Abortions is to just take the first step in eliminating it as a constitutional right. Because unless this happens, this will go on forever. We can't, as it stands now, you can't go to your state legislature and complain, because they could say there's nothing we can do about it. It's a constitutional right. So we're just trying to take this little step, but necessary step, to remove that as a constitutional right.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, thank you for the work that you're doing. And I'd love to hear more of the steps. So right now we're signing the petition. Once you get 75K petitions signed, of signatures for the petition, what's the next step?
Well, the second step, and this is, it's not guaranteed politically feasible, but it's probably the only thing we can do pro-life in Massachusetts politically. The second step, after getting the signatures, is to go to the state legislature and in joint session get 1/4 of them. So if we had to get 1/2, it would be impossible. 1/4, possibly. The third step, it goes to the next elected legislature and again get 1/4, and then it's advanced to the people who will vote on the ballot in 2028. So it's a hard process, but this is the only way that can be done. And the fact we don't need the governor's signature on this, and we don't need half the legislature, makes it possible.
Of course, and a long process. We're going up to 2028. So I guess today, what is the deadline for these signatures?
The deadline for the signatures is November 19. They've got to be into the clerk's offices. So it's not that easy to collect the signatures, because you can't just pass a piece of paper around the room. It's town by town. So each sheet's got to be a particular town. So then those sheets get brought to the local clerk's offices.
Okay, so in each town, how can our viewers sign the petition?
Well, they could email me and I can make the arrangements. We've got different depositories around the state with stacks of the sheets. So they can go there, or we can make the arrangements. But they could email me, tom@stoptaxpayerabortion.org.
Amazing. And we also have stoptaxpayerabortion.org on our screen right here. So all of our viewers, feel free to go to the website and get additional information to also sign the petition. Well, thinking about our viewers, we have them all over the country. I would love to hear, what can people learn from other states about what we're doing here in Massachusetts?
Well, I think, for example, in Tennessee, I think from a court ruling, this was a few years ago, the court had ruled that abortion funding was a constitutional right, and I think the people immediately moved to reverse that, and they succeeded. So I think in Tennessee, it is specifically states abortion is not a constitutional right. So, and it all varies state by state. obviously Massachusetts is not one of the best on this issue. So.
Yeah, of course. And you are a Massachusetts resident, of course,
yes.
doing this, and has been a long-time resident as well yourself? What got
since
you into
about the year the Red Sox won the pennant, 1967.
A good year to be here, it seems.
Yeah. Well, my parents are both from Arlington, and my father's job had him down in New Jersey. So then in 1967 we moved back. So.
Great. That's amazing, and it's amazing what you're doing for the state itself. I guess what would you tell the viewers out watching about,
Well, we need volunteer signature gatherers. It's a really hard thing. We've tried this in the past, and we've collected over 60,000 signatures, but short of the required number. So if we just had a little bit more volunteers out there collecting, we can get the job done. That's what I'm hoping for this time around.
Incredible. And where, again, can people go and request volunteers at the website?
At the website or email me, yes, either one.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again, Tom. Everyone, thank you, Tom, for sharing this amazing resource and opportunity for our residents. And thank you for all that you're doing to stop abortion.
Thank you.
And now we'll head back to This is the Day.